good morning. Welcome to the show. You're welcome to the channel. My name is Progress, and you're welcome to Per Storyline. You don't finish your pap.
On the live stream.
Let me talk about something very important today. Guys, please subscribe and like this very live stream. I have something very important. Like, I just want to find out what's happening. What is happening? Like, what is this thing? Mike is in this room. Okay. Let me see people gather. So are you waiting for me? Fred Chambers. Hi Fred, you're welcome to the show. I'm waiting for people to join. I'm just holding on for others to join. Okay, actually, you've seen the message. Married women, what is happening? Married women, what is happening? Is why are you guys doing all this nonsense that I'm seeing online to your husbands? Like, you. How is everything with you? I don't know if it's something that is happening only here. I'm from Nigeria. So lately, as I yesterday, let me just even bring the whatever. I came and I just went online to see things for myself. There's this very popular that I saw, a text message from a married woman having a conversation with an ex-lover that is equally married. I read the text and I was like, what? I don't understand. Why are you married? If you know very well that, okay, you don't love this person, then why are you getting married to the person? If you know this person is not making you happy, why are you in that marriage? Why can't you leave and then? You need to see the nonsense that I saw. It was on Linda Ikeji's blog. People that are from Nigeria, look it up. A conversation between a married woman and an ex lover that is equally married. I've seen so many videos of married women being caught, sometimes with their pastors, in the act, sexual act. Why would you be doing that? Like, I'm still trying to, I had this conversation with my colleagues yesterday. I was like, what would push a married person, a woman, especially in Africa, because it's like, we don't, in Africa as women, we don't really have this, it's a man's world in Africa. It's not like a woman's world in the West. In Africa, it's a man's world. Once you're married, you're like, you belong to the man. You do as I say. You do as the man says. I don't understand what's happening. Frank Chambers says men and women should just be friends. How about procreation? You can't just be friends and then don't procreate. You have to. Maggie, Hernandez said hi. Hi, Maggie. So I'm trying to understand, if you're a married person, what do you think, like a married woman, what makes you think, or at what point do you, I don't know how to put it, guys, like, what will really turn you off? Somebody you said I do to somebody that you said I do to. What will really make you feel irritable? That you will have a conversation with an ex-lover, and then you be telling your ex-lover, each time your ex-lover asks you of your husband, you're like, oh, why would he even ask me about my husband? Why would he even, he's lying here beside me and snoring like a goat. Your own husband. Oh my God. Mariolet says he's watching from Australia. You're welcome. You don't have to marry to appropriate to procreate, right? Well, over here in Africa, it's a very essential thing. Like, you have to marry to procreate. As a matter of fact, once as a woman you're married. Hold on, let me change it to my thing. Please, please, please. Let me on it. Let me change it to my data. Once in Africa, procreation is a necessity. Like, it's once you're married as a woman, let me tell you, in the next 3 months of your life in that marriage, everybody's looking at your stomach. They want it to be shoot out. Like, they want your stomach to be pregnant with a child. So procreation, it cannot be an option. It can be an option elsewhere, but not here where I'm from. Mahaplay says Roblox. So where are you from? Okay, I'm from Nigeria. You're welcome. I'm from Nigeria. Romeo Lensina says hi. Hi. Seriously, this is really, it really gave me like, what's happening? People are just inside the house claiming to be husband and wife, but the other person is messing around. For what reason? If you feel like, or if you feel that your husband is not doing enough, probably there's where he's lagging behind. I think the right thing to do is to communicate. Except you communicate and he's not really giving you audience. Sorry guys, sorry, network is just messing around. So I was talking about married women, like how now they take to them, like how in Nigeria they will say how you they take run. I'm like, you're married. What makes you go out there and then give your body to another man that is not your husband? What are the factors? What are the things that really makes you push you out? Is it money? Is it, someone should help me. What will push a married woman, guys, married woman to go out there and then give her body to another person that is not her husband? Can somebody just answer me? Because at the rate at which married women are cheating on their husband, like, it's not our thing. That cheating part, especially when you're married, it's not something that is honorable. If a man cheats out, I'm an African, like, not that I really support men cheating, I don't. But in Africa, if a man cheats, it's a little bit a bit understandable. Like, there's always this, even in Africa, polygamy is part of our culture, so I can see from that angle. But for a woman that is married to go out, pretend, leave the house, and then go see another man, at the end of the day, give her body to that man, it's crazy. Like it's the worst thing, because what you've done in some cultures in Africa is an abomination. What you've done is like, it can breed a whole lot of curses on your husband, especially if he doesn't know. For instance, like where I'm from Akwa Ibom in Nigeria. There's what they call Ekponkao. If a woman that is married goes out and then cheats on the husband, sleeps with another man, what happens to the man is that he will start falling sick. Especially if this husband of ours, you know, have after that is have herself outside, coming back home, and then she, unknowingly to the husband, have a sexual contact with her after her having it outside. He will start becoming sick, a spiritual kind of sickness, not physical, not kind of physical thing that you can go to the hospital and then they will prescribe medication for you to take. It's not like that. It's a very spiritual kind of sickness. And before you know it, if that man, doesn't really find out the truth, or doesn't get to know the truth that the wife cheated, so that maybe some rituals be done to curb the anger of, I don't know if it's the gods, or to do kind of rituals on him, so that to salvage the whole situation, he's gonna die. So I'm still wondering why married women will go out and cheat. The text message I saw on Linda, like the kind of conversation that was like, do you still love me? That's a married woman in her husband's house asking a married man that is abroad, do you still love me? The guy was like, yes, I still love you. And the next thing was like, you should have been my husband though. You should have been my husband. You that is married, you're already married. You're an ex-lover. You should have been my husband if you did not F up. So why did you marry the one that you are with if you were still in love with an ex? You didn't have to marry your present husband. Hold on, okay, probably wasn't ready. Your ex-lover wasn't ready. You should have just hold on, wait for him. That's what love do. You wait, be patient, wait for him till he will marry you, instead of you getting married and be messing around. The thing is, it's alarming. It's like the new normal in Nigeria. Like, I don't understand what's happening. That kind of text message I read yesterday, there are some men that will read it and they'll be like, God forbid, I'm not getting married. It was terrible. Very terrible. I understand in Africa, okay, some men could be, especially in marital relationships, some men could be so busy. So busy, they have excuses, this and that, some of them behave very bossy. Like, I'm the man of the house kind of a thing. And I will blame the men equally for this kind of behavior, because if at the time you guys were dating, all right, you had that time, you try to do everything possible to make her happy, you go on dates, you buy her gifts, and then upon getting married to her, you change, you don't do all those things again. You're so busy with your job, especially when children comes in, you're like, okay, take care of the kids, I need to hustle, without having time for your, and then be sleeping around. You don't have time for your wives, it's going to go out, be sleeping around, because you're not doing what you're supposed to do. Like the other lady, yes, she went to pray for prayers in the pastor through in her marriage or whatever. So she went to the pastor prayers in the pastor's office. I don't know what kind of prayer. Before you know, the pastor was, the trouser of the pastor was down with a married woman. Come on now, what kind of shit is that? And before people just storm in and then caught them red-handed in the act, she was covering her face all over. Why? Why? What kind of deliverance are they doing that they'll ask you until you sleep with me before things? It's crazy. I don't understand. Like, I don't understand. I'm trying to understand why women are married women. If you're single, you're very free to do whatever you like. But if you're married, stick to your vows. You don't have any right to. You don't have. I use the word right. You don't have the right to be sleeping around with other other men that are not your husbands. I think it's crazy. If married, you should not be talking about married people. Well, I've never been married. I don't know how it feels to be married. But I think like we should have moral standings. Like we should, I don't know. We should just, that guilty thing that is, or our conscience. We should just live life with our consciences. For you, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to understand the whole shit. I'm trying to understand it. If your husband is not doing what he's supposed to, just communicate. If he doesn't, you know, listen to you, there should be people that he listens to. Go meet those people. Talk to your husband for you. And not, if you're tired of the marriage, just okay, fine, divorce. Mm-hmm. If you're not finding your man attractive anymore, and you're weighing options that it's not gonna work for the marriage to be sustained, then tell him you want out. It's that simple. You don't, your mind is no longer there, and then go and do your thing. Not when you're under somebody's son's roof. It's not right. It's not right. So married women, I beg, who not change pattern. The pattern is not giving. The pattern of sleeping around is not giving. It's very terrible. It's not even African. Like, it's not our thing in Africa. So sleeping around is not our thing as married people. It's crazy. Oh. Like, it's like the new normal though in Nigeria. You see married women. I've seen the other one with the husband's brother. The husband be traveling and asking the brother, please take care of my family. And the brother be going after the brother's wife. And the man caught him red-handed. It's very shameful though. I don't know how people see this thing. It's very embarrassing. You're sleeping with two brothers as a married woman. Hey, yeah. Not good. I beg. Do not change pattern. Do not change. It's not nice. If for instance, if you're caught in Eastern Nigeria, they will parade you. Married women that cheat in Eastern Nigeria, they will parade you on the street naked. They will show you to the whole world that you are just who you are. So we really need to change. We really need to change. It's not giving. That kind of behavior is horrible. It's horrible. If the marriage is not working, if you find it, not working for you again. Force it out. We need to make amends because I'm not finding it interesting. You need to go for therapy, please do. You need to go for counseling, please do. You need to your husband's family to iron out issues, please do. And stop making it look as if all the women are like that. Not all the women are not like that. All the women are not like that. Not all women, that are married cheat. I don't know why that is happening. It's just becoming a new thing in Nigeria, and it's bad. So one thing I want to say now, especially most men in Africa, once they're married, some of them are not that emotionally available for their wives. You know, they always believe that once you provide, okay, you provide what you have, the necessities to keep life going to the wife, everything will be fine. But they forget the other part, which is emotional availability. If your wife likes, you know, the other room stuff, you should be able to fix it. Like, I don't want to use the right word. Like, if your wife love, being intimate with you, you should be able to, even if you don't like it that much, you should be able to try your best, okay, to satisfy her in that angle so that she wouldn't go out. And don't just come back from work and say you're tired. Men do that a lot. And over here in Africa, you shouldn't make your wife feel like a slave in the house simply because you're the one providing, simply because you're the one, giving everything, the financing the family. Shouldn't make your wife feel like a slave in the house. There are African men are fond of that shit. They will make you feel like without me you cannot live. You have to change. Those kind of things pushes a woman outside. Once they go find somebody that is gentle with them, they start, getting emotionally attached to such men outside their marriages. And before you know, things happen. Before you know, you father a child that is not your own. You need to change, men. African men, that you really need to change. You really need to change. You need to know what your wife really wants. What I don't know. Communication is just the key. Communication is the key. Okay, maybe you're not even okay. Let me say, for instance, now maybe she really likes the other, the intimacy parts of the two of you, and then probably she doesn't look attractive to you because African women, they're very fond of this one too. Some in Nigeria, while they were single, um, maybe dating their boyfriends, they will always look very touched, from head to toe, they are on fire, like they clock it. But once they get married and start having babies, they neglect themselves, their physical appearance, they neglect it. So if that's problem, okay, as a man, you don't find your wife that attractive, okay, for you to spend on, for you to take out on dates after marriage, for you to, um, you know, to excite you. We talk about it. Like, just sit down, talk about it. Instead of you going outside to waste your money and bring problems to your family with, waste money on side chicks, discuss it. Lady, you used to do this. You used to wear, bomb short, mini skirts. You used to do this and that when we were dating. You've changed, and I don't like it. I want you to dress a certain way for me. I want you to do, she would take corrections. And African women are really, this kind of very loyal people. People once they're being treated well. So except you don't treat her well, that's going to be messing around. So if you want to check most of the women that are sleeping outside, with other men that are not their husbands, you will find out that their husbands are not treating them well. Yeah, it might provide everything they need, but emotionally it may not be available for them. And that's why once they find outside, they start messing around and get pregnant and bring the children home. There's this joke that is ongoing on social media over here in Nigeria. They're like, if they should do DNA, like if DNA was to be cheap, and they say let's go to church, and then okay, let me just say, like, people that give immunization vaccinations, they come around and then they want to do DNA. Most mothers will hide their children because they know what they've done. Most Nigerian mothers will hide their children because they know what they've done. They know whoever the children are claiming to be the fathers are not really the biological father. Somebody else is fathering those kids. Sounds all very shallow. Hi CJ. CJ, how are you? CJ, I'm talking about I don't know why women cheat. Yesterday there's this very popular blog in Nigeria, and I saw, they exposed a chat between two ex-lovers that are equally married currently. Like these two, the woman and the guy used to date, but unfortunately, they departed and then got married to different people. But the woman was still, after this man, was still communicating and still showering, being romantically involved with this guy. They exposed the whole thing on the internet, and if you see the comments, it's crazy. At some point, the guy was like asking, because it's like the chat happening at night, the WhatsApp chat happened at night. The married man, the lover, was asking her, where is your husband? She was like, he's he's lying here beside me, snoring like a goat. That one really offed me. Like, I said, your husband, you've given this man two babies. He's snoring like a goat. That means the father, your children's father, your children's father is a goat. You likening your child like to a goat. Oh God. I don't know why that happened. It's crazy. It's crazy. CJ, so let me ask you a question. What do you think makes a woman to, like, fall out of love with the husband and get pushed outside to have an affair with another person? What do you think are the factors that will push a woman outside to, you know, to go and expose her body to another man while still married to her husband? Okay, CJ says, what time is it there? It's 11:48. 11:48. 11:48 in the daytime. I'm just resting. Not that I'm sleepy, I'm resting. I've not been feeling too well, so I can't sit. I can't really stress like that. I need to be lying down. I know nothing about those things. CJ. Oh, CJ says he's never been married, so he doesn't know. Okay. Okay. That's fine. Excuse me, guys. I'll be right back. Okay. Okay, guys, I'm back. I'm back. You're welcome to the show. My name is Progress from Nigeria. Please just subscribe to the channel. I was talking about I was talking about the atrocities committed by married women lately. Like years ago, it used to be, once you marry, you're like, oh, you're off the market, no more going around, passing yourself from one person to the other. But now it's like, for some women, being married is like still being single. They still go around doing their thing. And it's very disgusting if you ask me. Very, very disgusting. Very terrible behavior because over here if you're caught, it's not like maybe in America or the Western world that if you're caught, you can just tell the man, okay, I want a divorce, share your properties. Here, once the craziest thing is that if you need a divorce in Nigeria or in any African country, okay, let me speak for Nigeria, guys. A man can tell you, pack and go, leave my house now, without you picking a pin, without you going with anything. You can't go with anything. That's how our tradition is. And if you're a married woman, you're being caught, doing kind of a thing, it's something that is very embarrassing. Very, very embarrassing. Very, very, like, very, very embarrassing. Very shameful. So, please, if you're married, there just whatever there is a problem within your marriage, try to fix it. Because whatever you're looking for, there's this, I don't know if it's a joke, a parable. They're like, waiting there for Shokoto, there for Sokoto. Be waiting there for Sokoto, there for Shokoto. What you're looking for outside, you already have it. Okay? If what you're having inside is broken, try to fix it. Don't jump to the next thing because you don't even know equally if the one outside is well fixed. Could be a broken vessel too. So if you're having problem in your marriages, fix it. CJ says, I like that tradition. Yeah, that's how it is over here. Oh, you like it because a woman goes with nothing, right? I know. Honestly, African tradition doesn't favor women, especially when it comes to marriage. You're like a property to your man. You're like a property. It doesn't favor women. But it's actually good because, from as God had designed, men are supposed to be the head, the leaders of the family, of their homes. So you're not as a woman supposed to be equal to a man. No, you're not. Even if you earn more than that man, you're not equal to him. You are, especially in marriage, or call it marital relationship, you're under him. If at all, maybe he's trying to make some decisions that you find not okay as a woman, you try to talk it out. Oh, see, this thing is not okay, this thing is not fine. This one will result in this. We women, we always see men are like, they are like boom 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 kind of people, like very drastic in action taking or decision making. Sometimes they don't even really think, like think into the future that much. But a woman, will always know the outcome. Like, I don't know, God just blessed us with that kind of skill that you will think, you will see what is going to happen from certain decision making in the next 1 or 2 years ahead. So if your husband make, or your, I don't want to talk about, I don't really, your husband is trying to take decision that are not going down well with you, and you know that this decision is about making is going to affect you guys in the long run, or the family, you talk it out, you sit down. You should know the when, because some people don't know when to communicate. Not when he's angry, not when he's tired, not when he's busy. When he's supposed to do certain things, you now bringing particular topic of discussion to him. He may not really attend to that very subject the way he should when I didn't approach him at the right time. Do you understand? So you should know the time, call it the time and season when to communicate whatever concerns you have as a woman. You're not equal to a man. A man is like this, you are like this under him. Whew. Yeah, again, I want to say this. I equally saw, there's this other video I saw. I think I slept out on that video last night, of a son that took his mom, a sick mom, over here in Africa. Some people, I don't know how people live in the West, but in Africa, we take on family responsibilities, extended family responsibilities. For instance, if your parents in Africa will always believe that, they will give you the best of life if they can, with the hope that, when you grow up, when you become something good, you come back to, like reciprocate the same gesture on them. So in other words, they like give birth to you, take care of you, so that when they grow old, you will take care of them. That's how it is over here in Africa. So we really take care of our parents. There's this boy. The woman should be like over almost 80 years old, and she's very sick, terribly sick, very beautiful woman. So one of the children, a son of ours, took the mother to an apartment, like a motel or something, or a hotel, lodged her there. And before you know, left the mother, the sick mom in that place. Somebody that is bedridden, your mother that is bedridden, son left the mom there. And the management of the hotel have been thinking, the apartments have been thinking, is it that something happened to the son? Is it that he's dead, that he's not even coming back to check up on the mother? Because when he left, he just said he's just going somewhere, he's coming back. And the bill of this hotel is accumulating into millions of naira, into millions, about 6 million, as I heard. So the woman had been bedridden. She can't even stand up to go to toilet by herself. She pees, she poops on her body, messing up the whole room. And it's the management that is always, attending to her, like cleaning her up. At some point they got tired because nobody's coming to claim her. And they reached out to the guy, the number wasn't going. At some point they thought maybe because of how Nigeria is currently, they thought maybe something bad had happened to the son. So somebody just posted that, please, anybody that knows this woman should reach out. Before you know it, some people started reaching out. People that knows that family reached out. They called the son. The son was like, everything is fine with the mom. You see, where I'm driving at is that sometimes African parents, I want to talk to you guys right now. Sometimes it's not about giving birth, have a child, have this and that. You can have 10 children. If you don't train them well, if you don't train them well, mold them in love, wallahi, they will forget you when you are old. They won't come for you when you are old. They'll be busy with their own, families, new families when you're old. They won't really. So the idea of having children just to be like a retirement plan. Okay, when I grow old, they will come and rescue me. It shouldn't be something you should have at the back of your mind. Yeah, I understand. Having a child, your child is supposed to help you, but what if, like that one that happened? They said this woman has so many other children, like that son, but none of them came to claim the mom. None of them came to show up for the mom when she needed them the most. None of them came to like see the mom or even take care or take the mom to the hospital. The thing is that probably I didn't even, but little case is something. Even if you don't have the money, I understand the economy of Nigeria is not that okay. But if you just come, take your mom to the house, even if you're married, talk to your husband, take your mom to the house. Even if it's paracetamol you be giving to her, just pamper. I don't know. She's your mother no matter what. Nothing changes. No matter, even if she used to be, bad to you while growing up, at least she pushed you out of her vagina and then took care of you, breastfed you, bathed you, had sleepless nights over you, because she's taking you. You should equally try to like pay back for that. You should pay back for that. I don't know. It's a very big lesson, honestly. When I saw that thing yesterday, I was like, it's not about giving birth though and having children. I have my baby. I have a child. If your child doesn't love you, you are done. If you have children that doesn't really send you, like, give a damn about you, you just like a barren woman or a barren man. So please, don't really have that you know, put yourself in that place of, oh, I have children, they're going to be my retirement plan. Make your own retirement plans. Set aside funds for your retirement. Set aside, you know, put things in order. Okay, in other words, put things in order so that when you grow old and you because once you're old, you be weak. You can't do things like you used to do for yourself before. So at least let your money or little investment that you invested years back be what will keep you, because even your children self might be having their own problem, might be having their own battle to handle. And if that's life, they say love your neighbor as yourself. That's myself first before my neighbor. Myself first before my neighbor. So if I don't satisfy, if I have so many bills to pay, and you know I'm not through paying my bills, I can't pay some other person's bill, or I have a debt to pay and I haven't finished paying my debt. I can't try to like help somebody else. It's when I first help myself first, that's when I'll try to like, okay, I can proceed. Probably if I can help myself like maybe 90%, may not be 100, but that's when I'll the other 10%, okay, let me help somebody. So parents, please, African parents, children shouldn't be a retirement plan or retirement benefits. Try to make your own plans for rainy days. Don't make your children um, feel burdened. I don't know why that guy would do that. I don't know. Probably he's been trying. I don't know. Like, I don't know. Maybe he's been helping the mom. He's taking care. I don't know. For him to abandon the mother for weeks in a hotel says a lot. It says a lot. Another video I stumbled on and I want to talk about, maybe today is just about family talks, is a video of a 22-year-old girl, Nigerian girl, that the mom is comparing, you know, to other girls that are making it. Maybe her friends or people she grew up with that are making it, you know. She said the camera and then she was replying the mom. The mom was telling her, how old are you? How old are you? That person that is doing very well, why can't you be like that person? Parents, stop comparing your children to other kids. Stop, especially when even, you know, all this comparison is always coming from all these parents that are from, like, they don't even have anything to offer to the children. Like, aside, you know, giving birth to you, sometimes the children be growing up, okay, they put you through elementary school. After that, you're the one to manage your life. It's crazy. Those are the parents that always compare their children to people that already have a background, somebody that is people that are children that already had or that has something to lean on. Then they don't have anything to offer you. These parents, this set of parents, they don't have anything to, okay, uh, take a step, I will support you. They don't have that, but they will compare you to somebody that has a parent that is saying, take a step, take this 5 million, I'll support you, because that person is doing better. It can never be equal. Like, they can never match your child, and especially when you don't have, you know, you don't support your child. You don't give your child the necessary support to be where you think he or she's supposed to be. Stop comparing your child to, because if you compare, if it's a bad child and the thing gets to her head, like that girl, if she were to be a very terrible girl, the thing will get into her head with, it's very easy now, she will enter streets and start sleeping around, you know. Before you know, they will do kayamata. I don't know, people from Nigeria know what I mean. She will enter the streets and then start doing kayamata, be taking money from men, sleeping around, be driving big cars. And then you call that success. At the end of the day, you don't know, she might just come back home with HIV or something worse than HIV. you lose her. Because for her to be in that kind of, where you want her to be, force her to be when it's yet her time, she might end up doing drugs. She might end up doing terrible things that will even bring shame to you. So parents, please stop comparing your children. If your child is not doing well today, that doesn't mean she's not going to do well tomorrow. The environment that we find ourselves, especially in Nigeria, is not really that conducive enough for, you hardly see, let me say, under 30 that is from a common background in Nigeria, under 30 buy a car or even leave home, like leave our parents' house to stay alone. You hardly see. That's because of the environment we find ourselves. It's not that call it a bed of roses for you to just wake up, you finish secondary school, you get a job. It's very difficult. We have so many graduates, people with master's degree that are looking for jobs in Nigeria. That's the funniest part. The funniest part is the population is so well educated, but the jobs are not there. So you don't have to push your child into depression because you think some other your neighbor's child is doing better than your child. Don't do that. If you do that, you regret it. The shame will come upon you too, because if you push that child to do what she's not supposed to do, whatever she brings in is going to come upon you. You share in the shame. So let's change. Let's change. That thing I just talked about is very common in low background family. It's not okay. She was lashing at the mom, at the child, the doctor. How old are you? How old are you? The girl that is doing this one, who is older, is it not you? The girl was like, I am just 22 years old. Mommy, I am just 22 years old. So, we shouldn't do that. 22 years, when I was 22, I think that's when I finished college or so. It took me time to have a job. And thanks to my mom, she's a great woman, very good mother, very good woman. There was no pressure back home for anything. If not, pressure would have finished me.
Okay, I will call them after I come down. Sorry.
You want to change?
We'll leave Wi-Fi on.
Okay, okay, no problem. This rain, the rain is just too much. Everything is just, guys, the weather is just something else. It makes somebody feel sleepy. It's very dull. It's cloudy outside. It's very cloudy outside. Oh God. Alright guys, please, if you've not subscribed to the channel, make sure you do. Like the live. I'm only seeing 3 likes, but I thank you guys for the likes. Subscribe to the channel if you've not. Like my live. I come up here talking about anything, everything. I have towel outside. Guys, I have to. Let me get my towel outside. Yeah. Enjoy. Life is meant to be enjoyed. I don't go buy them if you sell them. My father gave me that thing from nowhere.
Thank you.
Welcome. Guys, you're welcome. You're welcome to the channel. This is Pro Storyline. My name is Progress from Nigeria. How y'all doing? Please subscribe to the channel, like and share. I don't know where you're watching from. I'm not getting chat, so I'm tired of talking alone, talking to myself. David said this is not 2,000.
This peanut.
Eh.
No, people are still expensive for 2,000.
David won't keep person.
Too expensive for 2,000. Now, this one.
I don't know, in that one maybe in buy them, they like a buyer. So
Okay, they sell.
you won't come test run and whether I go sell. Let me know where you're watching from, guys. Everybody's just mute on me. Nobody's talking. So I'm tired of talking to myself. Here we don't go. Au revoir. Today's 13th.
14.
14.
Yeah.
For real?
Yes, ma'am.
Hey God, my belly is sweet me.
Why?
Ay, ay, ay. My belly is sweet me.
Why?
Like this.
To go home.
Ay, ay, ay.
I thought they would give you guys extension.
Extra time. Na football. Extra time na football. Is that what you heard?
I just felt my feelings.
Your feelings?
Yeah.
It could be maybe like a week. You know how they do their things. Could be a week. Extra time. But be a good listener. Be a good listener, really. African men especially, be a good listener. And whatever concerns your wife shares with you, take it as very important. Because one thing about women is that once they switch emotionally away from you, it's a little bit, and you know, once they switch emotionally away from you and probably find that emotional comfort outside, it's going to get her back. So be emotionally available. Whatever she tells you as a husband, take it as very important and then look into it. If it's something that is difficult for you to handle, try to do what they call it, check and balances. Try to find a way around it as a couple. People are in partnership, so try to find a way around it. Let there be a balance between the two of you. And for African parents, all right, something just flashed on my mind right now. Stop comparing your kids. Stop putting pressures on your children to become, to do well overnight, because what you do is to drive them into depression. What you do is to, once you do that, you drive them into depression. Some of them that are not mentally strong. If you do that again, you drive them into having wrong companies. And you know what that means? Wrong association means. Yeah. No. That means you're driving them into the wrong association. Before you know it, shame will be the result. So stop comparing your children. There's a woman here in Nigeria that, as a result, the guy died. Too much pressure. Hey, you're not doing this. This person's son that traveled to Canada, he's sending money, sending money. You don't know how your child is doing outside there, with no family, with nothing. And then you're pushing. You want him to kill himself. He will kill. She ended up pressurizing the child into probably depression or whatever. I don't know. And the child died. So please, African parents, stop putting pressure on your children. Stop comparing them to other kids that are doing well, especially when you're not giving them the support, the needed support to be where you want them to be. Nigeria is really a very difficult place to thrive if you don't have someone, you don't have a backup, if you don't have a foundation. So, if you don't have somewhere, when you don't have somewhere that is backing you up, you surviving on your own is very difficult. So, stop children. What else did I want to say? I think that's it. That's it. Stop comparing your children. Stop pressurizing them. Be a good wife. Be a prayer for people that are finding, maybe you used to find this your partner very attractive while you guys were dating, and then you enter into marriage, you're not finding her attractive. Discuss whatever you're not finding attractive anymore. It could be the appearance, it could be, and then pray. A praying family will always, go. They will always be like strong, even if they are poor. A praying family will always stick together. A praying family will always, God will always see them through the storms of life. It happens. So that's it, guys. That's that. That is that. That's that. That is that. A praying family will always stick together. So love your wife. Give her time. Give her everything she needs. And just be a good husband to your wife. Stop being bossy. There are families in Nigeria, if the father comes back from work, the children and the wife will be panicking. The children and the wife will be panicking, will be afraid. Oh, that is back, that is back. Don't make your wife feel like a slave in your house. Be nice. Be nice. Everybody should just be nice. Let everything be fine. Be nice, everyone. Be nice. That's my story for the day, guys. I'll see you on our next stream. I have to go. Thank you for tuning in, everybody. Bye bye.